Hey everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Parker's Tutorials. This week I'm showing you how to build a ring light for your video camera for under 20 bucks. So let's get started. Here's what you're going to need for this project. A UFO ring light from Amazon.com, a 4 AA battery pack from Radio Shack, electrical tape, a soldering iron, and a Dremel. The first step in this project is to take your UFO light and disassemble it and desolder all of the existing wiring. Then I took thicker gauge wire and wired the UFO light so that the negative and positive ends only had one wire each. That way, when you connect your battery pack, both rings of LEDs will be lit up instead of just one. Next, I unscrewed all of the screws that were holding the LED rings in place and took out the LED ring assembly. Put it in a safe place so it doesn't get damaged. I then took my biggest lens and put it on top of the plastic LED ring holder. I traced around the lens with pencil in the exact center of the plastic disc. Next comes cutting out the circle with a Dremel, and then carefully sanding around the edges to make them smooth and looking nice. I then did the same for the back panel of the UFO light and then sanded down the edges like I did with the front side. The plastic ring assembly should look like this. Next, I had to put the LEDs in and mark where I would need to drill a hole on the inside for the wires to come out of. I marked a spot with pencil and drilled a hole in both of the plastic rings. Then I put the LEDs back in the ring enclosure and fed wires through the hole I drilled earlier. I then removed the LEDs again and spray painted the front and back enclosures flat black. Now it's time to reassemble the unit. I secured the LEDs back into the enclosure with screws and hot glue, and also hot gluing the wires so they didn't move inside. I then soldered my battery pack to the two ends coming out of the holes in the enclosure and testing it out with my lens. Perfect fit. After that, I wrapped the wires from the ring to the battery pack in electrical tape and also put a hot shoe from a microphone on the battery pack. This way the battery pack can sit on the hot shoe of a camera. I also took rubber strips and put them inside of the enclosure holes to ensure a tight fit around my lens. After that, you're finished. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode on how to build a DIY ring light. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it down in the comments below. Thank you guys very much for watching. Have a great day.